How about them Cowboys? Angry Cowboys fan. Born to battle. Start just means we never sell. America's team through thick and thin. When the sun shines bright, that's where we win. Angry Cowboys fan.
What's going on, Cowboys Nation and angry Cowboys fans around the world? Y'all know who it is. It's your man, the Angry Cowboys Fan, and our Dallas Cowboys have to travel down to the Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina to face, for the third damn time in a row, the Carolina Panthers. I mean, Cowboys Nation, when are the Carolina Panthers going to come to AT&T Stadium for a change? But on yesterday's episode of First Take, Stephen A. Smith, Ryan Clark, and Cam Newton discuss if the Dallas Cowboys should be on upset alert when it comes to facing the Carolina Panthers. So we're going to take a listen to the 3 clips that I got for y'all, and y'all know what we're going to do. We're going to come back and unpack this raw and uncut. So, Angry Cowboys fans, let's take a listen to the first clip from First Take.
I don't think so. I saw Carolina come back against Miami last week, but that's Miami, and that was a 17-0 deficit. If that's the Dallas Cowboys, they're putting up 40. The one thing that we can say about the Cowboys' offense is that it's prolific. Dak Prescott is having an MVP caliber season. I think that he's one of the top candidates for league MVP honors, which we had to educate D.O. about yesterday, RC. And I think that, even though C.D. Lamb has been out, with Pickens and those boys stepping up and handling their business, I think that you can expect to see the Cowboys put up numbers. It's not to say that it's not going to be a good game. It's not to say that Carolina is not going to be able to score on Dallas. I just don't think that defense is going to be able to stop Dallas's offense, and that's why I feel the way that I feel.
All right. Okay, Stephen A. Smith. Cowboys Nation, I honestly thought that Stephen A. Smith would have said yes to that. I thought that he would say that the Dallas Cowboys would be on upset alert when it comes to facing the Carolina Panthers. This was honestly one of those times where Stephen A. Smith must have left his ego at the crib and actually came to work with some objective opinions about the game. Everything he said was pretty factual. There was no feelings or fabrications when it comes to how Dak Prescott must step up for the team, or how Dak Prescott isn't it. He's going to fumble and he's going to cause the Dallas Cowboys to lose the game. No, there was zero fabrications with how Dak Prescott has to step up for this team and how this offense has been clicking. And that's without C.D. Lamb, Cowboys Nation. But jumping into the second clip that I got for y'all, Ryan Clark has to play the antagonist of this debate. So let's go ahead and take a listen to that so we can come back and talk about it. Roll the clip.
Yeah, but I think they're still on upset alert. I know you look at this Dallas Cowboys offense, and they are extremely explosive. And I think you sort of compartmentalize last week and make that what this entire season has been for this team. That was not a microcosm of who Dallas was. Dallas hasn't played defense that way the entire season. Did we forget that Caleb Williams almost had a perfect day? That Caleb Williams' jersey looked exactly like it looked when he walked off the field as it did when he walked on to the field? And did you not hear Rico Dotto say they better bring their pads? That dude rushed for over 200 yards last week. And Bryce Young, in different occasions, you go back to early on in the season against Arizona with a great comeback there. He continued to fight last week against Miami. This is a team that, I will say this, you got to get the right Carolina. You got to get the right Bryce Young. But this is a team that's continued to fight under Dave Canales, a team that played physically last week on offense and found a way to win against Miami. Dallas can't just walk in there and expect to win because they aren't that high caliber of a defense at this point.
That great comeback by the Carolina Panthers against the Arizona Cardinals? Ryan Clark, to my recollection, they lost that damn game. But somebody let me know, Cowboys Nation. Couldn't every team be on upset alert? Do the talking heads ever talk about any other team that should be on upset alert? I mean, was the Kansas City Chiefs on upset alert? Was the Baltimore Ravens on upset alert? All this praise that the talking heads have for quarterbacks like Lamar Jackson or Patrick Mahomes. Where's all the negative talk about those same players when they're not getting it done? I have to get more into that during my Raw and Uncut portion, so make sure you stick around for that. But jumping into the last clip, Cam Newton gives his 2 cents on the conversation. So let's go ahead and listen to that so we can come back and unpack this Raw and Uncut.
When I'm looking at Carolina Panthers, I'm looking at Bryce Young hey, bro, it's time. It's time. It's time. When I'm looking at Carolina, the defense has been able to be the only hope of support that has been consistent. When I'm looking at the Carolina Panthers, I'm looking at a desperation win that can really catapult us in a direction that gives even the hurtful or heartless fans to say, okay, I can believe again. Because when you think about it and you hear discussions and you hear the pulse in Carolina, a lot of people are losing hope because they have nothing to hang their hat or their jerseys on these days.
Well, I mean, Cowboys Nation, he is right. Bryce Young and the Carolina Panthers have a chance to give their fan base hope by beating our Dallas Cowboys. So they're going to come to this game ready. They're going to come to this game prepared to fight until that last whistle. We got to be prepared for war, Cowboys Nation. But y'all ready for this Raw and Uncut? Y'all ready? Let's get it. Get ready for the Angry Cowboys fans, Raw and Uncut.
Keeping it real. They keep it real. That's real.
All right, Cowboys Nation. Both the Dallas Cowboys and the Carolina Panthers are coming into this game after winning their last games. Both teams are coming into this game trying to either get above 500 or be right at 500. With the loss of the Philadelphia Eagles, the Dallas Cowboys have a chance at gaining some ground within the NFC East, so this game is a must-win game for them. The Carolina Panthers have a chance at becoming 500 in their division, so you know that they're going to bring everything, including the kitchen sink, against our Dallas Cowboys. Not only that, but each team has a player that may be looking to get a little get back to their former team. You know, that revenge game that everybody likes to talk about. For the Panthers, former Dallas Cowboys running back Rico Dowdle has already told the Dallas Cowboys to buckle up when they come to Charlotte. The former Panther who may be looking for some get back, Jadeveon Clowney. If Clowney can have himself a day and get after Bryce Young on a consistent basis, I believe this Dallas Cowboys will make it a 4-game winning streak against the Carolina Panthers. The trenches on both sides of the ball is really going to be the determining factor in this game. If the Dallas Cowboys defense can win their battles at the line of scrimmage and apply pressure on Bryce Young, I believe it's going to be a long day for the Carolina Panthers offense. If the Dallas Cowboys offensive line can keep Dak Prescott clean and in that pocket, the Panthers defense is going to have an extremely long day tomorrow. And I don't want to go into this game thinking about how much points we scored against the Green Bay Packers or how many points we scored against the New York Giants and the New York Jets, because we didn't score that much against the damn Chicago Bears. I want our team to go into this game treating this game as if it's a playoff game because we need to win this game. I honestly think that the Dallas Cowboys need to win the rest of the games going into the bye week because we have a murderer's row coming up after the bye week. We can't afford to drop a game, especially against the Carolina Panthers. But one thing that I hope that the Dallas Cowboys don't do is treat this game as it's just the Panthers. The Panthers were able to smack the Miami Dolphins in the mouth and the Atlanta Falcons in the mouth when they played them. They beat the Atlanta Falcons 30-0. But yeah, they then turned around and got dog walked by the New England Patriots 42-13. But with this Dallas Cowboys high-powered offense, I don't want the guys to prematurely get big heads and end up playing down to their competition. Y'all know that the Dallas Cowboys love to play down to their competition. Our Dallas Cowboys have some help that were full participants in yesterday's practice, like Kalen Carsons, Tyler Guyton, and Tyler Smith may be playing in this game. He was listed as limited, but he suited up against the New York Jets. You saw him on the sidelines during the Sounds of the Sidelines and the cinematic recap. If you haven't saw that cinematic recap of the game against the Jets, by all means, watch it. For me, it was a tearjerker, Cowboys Nation. But Donovan Wilson was a full participant, but I feel as if Wanye Thomas has done a good job at that safety position. We are still missing a number of people, but with the play calling of Brian Schottenheimer and the line protection drawn up by Clayton Adams and Connor Riley, I feel this Dallas Cowboys team will be able to hold its own against the Carolina Panthers defense. But people are still considering this game a trap game, Cowboys Nation, that the Dallas Cowboys should be on upset alert. You know what? I hope that the Dallas Cowboys go into this game thinking that we're on upset alert. I hope that this Dallas Cowboys team goes into this game wanting to smack the shit out of the Panthers. I want them to go into this game ready to apply the seatbelts that Rico Dowdle said that we should buckle up with. If you limit Rico Dowdle and the Carolina Panthers run game, I don't believe that Bryce Young and the Carolina Panthers offense can go toe-to-toe with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys offense. But I do have a question. Why is it that the Dallas Cowboys have all these talking heads always talking about upset alert, always talking about trap games? Why do the Dallas Cowboys always get the wait until the playoffs talk when they don't give the same smoke to teams that are underachieving like the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens? Two teams that made it to the playoffs last year. One even made it back to the Super Bowl, so you would figure that the expectation should be higher for those teams as opposed to the Dallas Cowboys. Nope. The Dallas Cowboys, who were 7-10 last year, are expected to defy all the odds and make it on a deep playoff run this year. This just shows me that the 3 and 4 letter networks don't care about covering the sport. They only care about what's going to bring in ratings. What's the best storyline for First Take? But are the Dallas Cowboys on upset alert? I don't think so, Cowboys Nation. I don't think so, but I damn sure want them to play like they're on upset alert. I want them to go down to Charlotte and completely manhandle the Carolina Panthers. I want our Dallas Cowboys to completely shut down their offense on Sunday. I want George Pickens to put J.C. Horn in a blender. I want Javonte Williams to have another 100-plus yard rushing game this Sunday. I got a bet with my brother John from One Carolina podcast. If you haven't saw the video that I did with One Carolina, make sure you go watch it because it's very entertaining and very knowledgeable. But the bet that I have for him is if the Carolina Panthers win, I have to wear a shirt that says keep pounding. If the Dallas Cowboys win, he has to wear an Angry Cowboys Fan shirt and say how about them Cowboys and talk about how badly the Dallas Cowboys were able to beat the hell out of the Carolina Panthers. But no matter what happens right now, we have to go down to Charlotte tomorrow and get the damn dub. This has been your man, the Angry Cowboys Fan. Cowboys Nation, what do you feel about what the crew of First Take had to say? Do you feel that the Dallas Cowboys are on upset alert? Y'all know how we do. We always talk about it in the comment section. If you're digging this content and you want to help the channel reach its current goal of 20,000 subscribers, drop a like on this video and please consider sharing it with anybody that you know is a Dallas Cowboys fan. And if you are DC for life and you want the Dallas Cowboys to go down to Charlotte and stomp a mud hole in the asses of the Carolina Panthers, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell to be notified whenever I go live, release a video, podcast episode, film breakdowns, or Madden 26 or College Football 26 gameplay. And I will be releasing my gameplay for the Cowboys-Carolina Panthers game today. I'm actually recording it as you are watching this video. But we can't take the Carolina Panthers lightly, Cowboys Nation. We have to go down there and we have to dominate all quarters and all aspects of this game. I'm not trying to say keep pounding, Cowboys Nation. So, our Dallas Cowboys need to go down there, whip ass, and get this dub. But this has been your man, the Angry Cowboys Fan, and I'm out. Dang, Angry Cowboys Fan, you done made it through the entire video. But if you want more content, you can definitely go to this video right here. Or if you want the latest episode of the Angry Cowboys Fan podcast, you can go right here. But whatever you do, like, share, and subscribe to the channel, but remain DC for life.